Well, expect some new restrictions on federal land this summer as top federal leaders roll out a sage grouse protection plan. The Secretary of the Interior was in Wyoming today to unveil that plan. It outlines several measures to protect sage grouse habitat in the hopes the sage grouse won't be listed as an endangered species. Eyewitness News reporter Luke Jones is live in the Pocatello newsroom to break this down for us tonight. What do we know at this point, Luke?
Well, Todd, since the plan just came out today, several agencies still tell me they're sifting through all the details, but we can tell you this only applies to federal land. Basically, any activity on that land that might threaten sage grouse habitat likely is going to be restricted.
This bird doesn't adapt very well.
For decades, Sarah Wheeler and her colleagues at the Bureau of Land Management have watched Idaho's sage grouse slowly disappear.
A 30% population decline since 1985. Pretty big.
As prime sage grouse habitat also makes an exit.
We have sagebrush here.
Once it's gone, it's not easy to get back.
It takes 25 to 70 years to return to what was previously there.
But a new plan introduced today could turn things around.
We're going to see some restrictions, and there will be frustrations.
Here's what it means for you. Let's say you want to build a new trail across BLM land. That's now likely to face extra scrutiny.
We might have to reroute transmission line proposals around priority habitat area because they're just probably not going to be allowed in there.
Top priority goes to Lex, the areas where sage grouse mate.
It usually is, more of an open space where the men can do their dance and attract the ladies.
The BLM also hopes to replant some of the lost sagebrush habitat and prevent the loss of more from things like wildfires.
Instead of having a 30,000 acre fire, we can eliminate it down to like a 5,000 acre fire.
And so September 30th, you'll want to keep that date in mind because that's the date the feds decide whether or not to list the sage grouse on the endangered species list. Of course, the BLM's hoping they don't do that after they adopt this plan. Live at the Pocatello newsroom, I'm Luke Jones.
All right, we'll see what happens then. Thanks, Luke. At stake here is about 11 million acres of land spread across Idaho and southwestern Montana. There are also sage grouse protection plans in other western states.